Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a Magic Review. Hey, today we're going to look at Hacked. Hacked is from Brian Kennedy and World Magic Shop. What is Hacked? Hacked is an effect that you perform with two people. Each one of them selects a card, and one spectator signs their card. And what you do is you cause the spectator signature to jump from their card to their friend's card, and then back again. And then they get to keep their signed card. Want to see it? This is Hacked.
Okay, so I'm going to have a couple of cards chosen. I'm just going to run my thumb down the edge of the deck. Just say stop anywhere you want.
Stop.
Want to stop there?
Yeah.
Would you just take the card? And actually, you just take the one beside it there, will you? And just show each other. You can show me. I've seen this trick before. It's okay. So it's the King of Spades, right? So watch. We'll put the King roughly halfway down into the pack like that, yeah. And what card have you got?
Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades. I'm just going to get the Queen of Spades. I'm going to initial it. Just sign your name.
Okay. So
would you just take that there? Mind holding that from here? So just like this. So we have your card, which is the King of Spades, wasn't it? And your card was
the Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades. Watch. If I just click my fingers, what I can actually do is get the Queen of Spades to rise up to the top of the deck. Now that'd be a pretty good trick if that was on the top. But I want to do one better. I'm going to get your signature to come up even higher and land on the King here. You see, the King is the signature, and it's gone off the Queen there.
That's amazing.
So watch. You just put out your hand like this. So watch. If you take your newly signed card, which is the King, would you just put your hand on top for me? Just hold like that, like a sandwich. Because I'm a magician, I like to give stuff back. I don't like taking stuff, I don't like forging stuff. So watch. If I take the Queen here, all I have to do is give it a wave. So you change it back to the King. And you just turn open your hand.
Oh
see,
my
the signature
God.
has jumped back into your hand.
Alright, so that was Brian Kennedy. He's based out in Ireland. You might remember he's done 50/50. He did Matchbox Pro, he did Business Change. Like I said, this is published from World Magic Shop. Alright, so what I liked about this effect, it's great, it's highly visual. The signature aspect makes it personal, and it's nice to have a personal aspect to the effect. It also makes for a really cool souvenir to have, because then they get to keep it and they've rubbed the signature and they don't know how it popped off. And then of course, the kicker ending is pretty cool too. So a few questions we always ask about all of our magic reviews. The first of which is, what's in the box? What's in the box? You're going to get a DVD. It's 31 minutes long, 31 minutes of instruction, and you're going to get a single hacked gimmick. You're going to get one gimmick, okay? Is it what I thought? No, it's not what I thought. I didn't really know what to think. Sometimes you watch the commercial and you try to deduce in your head how you think the plot's going to go or what the method's going to be. I had a couple of ideas, but Brian kind of surprised me and it wasn't any of those, but I wasn't disappointed. I like the gimmick. I think it's pretty cool. All right, so how are the angles? The angles are fairly good. They're not perfect, but then you have to think about the nature of the effect. The nature of the effect is you're performing for two people. So that's probably your audience, that's probably your best audience. So there are some angle issues, but as I said, the nature of the effect is that you're performing for two people. Can it be inspected? Like I said, at the end, you're able to give the card out, and so obviously that card they get to keep, so pretty much that's the only thing they get to inspect. Okay, so how's the overall quality and production value of the DVD? It's kind of moderate. You have some live performances, they're done in a bar. Your studio performance is done, it looks like it might be just Brian's living room that he's doing with a tripod sitting at his coffee table. So you have two static shots. The close shots of his hand seem to be done in HD, and I like those, they're in good color. The far away, the distant shots where he's sitting, that seems to be at a low light setting, and it's kind of got like a green wash to it, and it's just a little distracting. Brian definitely teaches you what you need to know, and you do walk away knowing how to do Hacked. Brian is a soft-spoken teacher, and of course he has an Irish accent, so it just takes a little getting used to. Alright, so how original is this effect compared to other effects with a similar plot? I've seen jumping ink effects, I've seen moving ink effects, I've seen vibrating ink effects. I've even seen effects where the signature moves from one card to the other. Not always on the face of the card, and so I think that's kind of what makes Brian's trick unique. Also, I've never seen a gimmick exactly like this. I've seen some similar, but not exactly. So I think Brian's taken some things, some methodology that's already in Magic, and he's packaged them together in a really nice presentation. Is the gimmick well made? It's absolutely well made. It's perfectly well made. I can't imagine it being made any better. How much practice does this trick require? This trick does have some angle issues, like I said. There is a routine and there are some sleights, so you will have to practice this just as you would any other card trick. How much setup and reset is there? The setup is you making the gimmick if you want to make the gimmick. Like I said, you're only getting one gimmick with this, so if you want to make more, that's going to be your setup. The reset on it is pretty instantaneous. The gimmick slips right easily and secretly and hiddenly into your deck, and so there isn't really a whole lot of setup. The setup is pretty much automatic. Okay, so some positives. Positives, like I said, this is highly visual. It's very entertaining. It's a great trick for two people or a couple of friends. It's a great trick for a wedding. It makes for a really fun plot. It's nice to have a trick you can do with two people instead of doing, most of the time you do a trick for one person and then everybody else watches. This enables you to incorporate them and their friend, and so that makes for a nice plot. Now, is it worth your money? It's $35, 35 bucks for a 31-minute DVD, so it's almost $1 a minute, and you get the single card gimmick. Now granted, Brian does teach you how to make more gimmicks, but for the sake of argument, you're getting one gimmick and the 35-minute DVD. So it's kind of right there on the cuff, right there on the border. So I'll leave that up to you. If this is the kind of magic that excites you or interests you, you definitely might want to check out Hacked from Brian Kennedy. All right, so that was Hacked from Brian Kennedy. And if you'd like to purchase your own, you can find it at one of your favorite Murphy's Magic suppliers. Thanks, bye.